what in the world is this? Does it actually work? And does it sound good? Today I'm going to walk you through the installation process and a couple more things that you might need to get it sounding the best you possibly can. Everything that I'm going to show you is under 50 bucks. Might even be way less than that depending on what you get. So let's walk through it. So like many people out there, I've been using an FM transmitter for my Bluetooth for a while on the Miata. The sound has always been kind of staticky and crappy sounding, so I wanted something better. So my head unit in the Miata actually does have an auxiliary port at the back of it. Some of you guys out there might be lucky. It might be just sitting right in the front of the infotainment system. If that's the case, you've already won. If not, make sure you check to see if your radio has an auxiliary port already. It might just be in the back. So I went ahead and purchased myself just this little like cigarette lighter charging port. It comes with a Type-C and a USB 3.0. This little device right here is a ground loop. Now, if you haven't heard of a ground loop, essentially it just removes and eliminates all of those extra like weird artifacts and noises you might get while using your stereo. This basically just gives you the cleanest signal that you want. It wasn't too expensive at all. Again, I'm gonna leave this in the description. I would highly recommend, if you're gonna use this, to pair it with one of these. Again, it's called a ground loop, and I'll leave the link in the description for you guys. These mods that I'm gonna show you next really depend on what you have. I actually have an actual cable. This right here is my aux port that needs to be plugged into something. Does that make sense? Here is the wire configuration. So first off, I'll have that auxiliary port that I'll plug into the female to female adapter. That adapter cord is gonna run into, again, like we talked about, that ground loop that keeps the signal nice and clear. That is gonna go wiring through the MaedHawk Bluetooth adapter thing into the car charger. So it's always gonna have power from this guy. This is going into that ground loop that keeps the signal clean, and then this is essentially going straight into the car. Now, if you're someone that is simply just plugging in an aux cable into the front of your radio, you will not need this female to female adapter. This is only used if you're actually porting your aux from the back of your radio to the front. I was not lying when I said my car is currently under construction. I am installing heated seats right now, so don't mind this entire mess. All you're really gonna need to worry about is the final plug for power. I'm just gonna plug it into this 12 volt. All right, I just plugged it in. Sorry for the absolute mess. There's this little blue light flashing on the back of the USB stick. So I'm gonna go to my Bluetooth settings and try to set it on up. The Bluetooth just popped up instantly for me. It was called MaedHawk 05. So look for something around those lines. I went ahead and clicked the media button on my interface, and it brought me to the aux port. So now I'm gonna play a song in Spotify, and I'll be right back to show you how it sounds. All right, here we go. Let's turn up the sound. Okay. Yeah, no, that is clean. Automatically, this sounds a lot better than it did with just the receiver, the transmitter thing I had before. I'm surprised how clear it is. It might sound a little different on the actual recording. Mind you, I'm in a convertible. I don't even have a top right now, and it sounds really good. I would say this is definitely worth the money, guys. Again, all the links for all the products are going to be in the description. I apologize that the car is all messed up. It's probably a little bit overwhelming to look at. I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this video helped you, I'd appreciate if you could help me by dropping a like on the video. It takes 2 seconds. Thank you so much. Also, if you're interested in some car projects, if you want to follow me on my Miata build, I'll be posting a lot more about the heated seats install. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of extra modifications and stuff and documenting the whole process. So subscribe as well if you're interested.